Hi, and welcome back to my channel, you guys, and happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. It was a very productive weekend, but I had a great weekend nonetheless. And y'all, church was just on fire yesterday. That has to be a whole video by itself to talk about that. But church was just so amazing yesterday. I'm so thankful that I didn't go to first service, but I'm so thankful that I got my butt up and went to the second service because it was Men's Day. They sang, they danced, and when I tell y'all, it was just an amazing day all the way around. So this morning I was at the gym as usual. So my niece and I, we went. My teammate, he was there. Everybody got in their stuff because today is leg day. Monday is always leg day. And I am so excited because I had not been able to squat for probably like the last 3 weeks or so. So I was able to do my front squats today. I didn't push the envelope. I just did 3 sets of 5. I didn't add any weight on the bar. So I did it with just the bar. And it actually felt so good. That first set, it was a little tight, but it always is. But every set after that, because I did 5 sets of 5, was great. So I'm not able to back squat right now comfortably because it's the pain in that right knee. Because I can feel the bone rubbing together, and it is quite painful. Let me just say that it doesn't feel good at all. It's not a. And see, the problem is it doesn't hurt as I'm moving about, but for squatting, yes, that hurts a lot. So, but it's all good. I'm just going to go and do what I can do. This way I don't have to not, go at all and do anything. So if all I can do is front squats for the moment, hey, I'll take it. Because at least I'm getting my exercise in. But other than that, the rest of the workout went great. And I think that's all I had to tell you guys. I think that's it. Don't forget to check out my Catch Up With Me video today. That video is already hot off the press, so please be sure to check that out. I got a new Ipsy bag over the weekend, so I can't wait to show you what was inside of that bag. And my great news for Thursday, I'll just tell you real quick, but I go into a little bit more detail in the video. But on Thursday, you guys know I'm a part of Circle of Champions, and so I am going to be doing a 30-minute, which is, to me, I'm loving it. I will take it. A 30-minute exercise with the group. And what we're going to do is, because we're going to work on effective speaking. And I realize that everybody doesn't speak well. And I'm not saying that I am the best speaker in the world, but I do speak very well, I think. And so we're gonna do an exercise because it's usually about maybe 10 to 15 of us. That's fine, but everybody will go around the room and everybody will get an opportunity to do this. So everyone, I'm thinking everybody's gonna have a minute and a half. I thought about 2 minutes. I'm gonna say a minimum of a minute and a half, maximum of 2. That's gonna depend on how many people in the room, because I only have 30 minutes to get this project done. Or I should say this assignment done. And so the goal is that everybody is going to get a topic. So if you are a member of Toastmasters, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Typically at the end, we have table topics. So it's going to be kind of like that same setup, if you will. However, what I'm listening for is the way people speak. I'm looking for body language. I'm looking for how many times you say and ah, and all those kind of things, because those are things that I think we as a group need to work on, because some people and ah way too much for my preference, and for me it's kind of a turnoff. I will say that it's kind of a turnoff. And so I talked to Bob about doing this, so we're going to make that happen. So I'm super excited. Now let's jump into today's topic. So today's topic is, what were you sent here to do? What were you sent here to do? And I really want you guys to think about that question. I really, really want you to think about that, because I do believe that we are all here with an assignment. Now, what that assignment is for you, I have no earthly idea, but I know what my assignment is, or what I believe my assignment is, and that is to speak life into people. And I realize that I've been doing this my entire life. Well, my entire life that I can remember anyway. But I've always been that person that people come to when when they're unsure about themselves or unsure about other things. I've always been that person that people would come to and say, Michelle, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? And so I've come to the realization that speaking life into people, that's what I've always done. If you come to me and you're feeling beat down, broke, busted, and disgusted, I promise you, when you leave my presence, you are going to feel so much better than when you came to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I honestly believe in speaking life into people. And so y'all excuse me because my sinuses are draining. But so if I do that, I do apologize because that's so gross and I can't stand doing it. And I don't like when other people do it, but I can't help it. So, but anyway, getting back to my topic. So I want you to really think about, what were you sent here to do? What's your purpose for being on this earth? Because we all have a purpose. Now, if you don't know what that purpose is, some of you, I would imagine, do already know what that purpose is. But for those of you that do not, I really need you to sit down and think about that thing. Think about what it is that God has sent here for you to do. Because I promise you, you do have an assignment. We all have an assignment of something that we are sent here to do. So I need you to sit down, figure that out, put pen to paper if you need to, and come up with what your assignment is. Because I also believe that there is something in each and every one of us that somebody out here needs. Just like my gift, my ability, whatever you want to call it, to speak life into people, which is why I became a certified life coach, because I realized I've been doing this anyway. And I lost my train of thought just that quick. What was I saying? Oh, I know what it was. We all have something in us that we should be doing. We may not want to do it because, to be honest with you, life coaching is not something that I had ever thought about doing. But I realized that people come to me because they believe that I have the answers for their problems. And I'm not saying that they don't go to God and they don't talk to God too. But, sometimes we want to talk to somebody that can talk back to us. As I'm talking to you all, not that God doesn't speak to us, because he does, but sometimes we need that audible voice that we can actually hear, that warm body that we can see and hear and touch and all that kind of good stuff. So I really want you guys to think about that. What is it that you were sent here to do? Because whatever that gift is, that's where I was going with when I lost my train of thought. Whatever gift that you have, I can promise you that gift was not given to you for you to keep it for yourself. That gift was given to you to share with other people, because somebody needs what you have. Somebody needs to know what you know. But if you don't act on whatever it is, that gift that was given to you, look how many people are missing out on it. Look how many people are not getting that blessing that they need because you won't open your mouth and share whatever that gift is that you have. So I need you guys to really, really think about that. And I really honestly mean that. Think about that. And then once you figure out what your life purpose is, because I can promise you what you're doing right now is not the thing that you were necessarily sent here to do. If that's your 9 to 5, then that's cool, because that's how you make your money. But you have other gifts and talents that were given to you, and they weren't given to you for you to just keep in your back pocket. They're given to you for you to share with the people of God. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I need you to do is figure out what that thing is and get about the business of sharing that gift, because I promise you there is somebody that needs what you have. Some of you have a gift of sewing. I do not. Some of you have the gift of doing crocheting, doing hair, doing makeup. Whatever that gift is that you have, I need you to figure it out and then come up with a plan of how you can help somebody this week. I'm going to say this today, to be honest with you, today, but this week. Use your gifts and talents to help other people. Don't just keep it to yourself. So that's your assignment for today. And I'm going to say your assignment for the week is to sit down and figure out, what were you sent here to do? Because I promise you, you have an assignment. You just don't know what that assignment is, but you have one. Okay. Now, I can promise you this: when you figure out what that thing is, can I just tell you, your life will have so much more meaning to it. And I used to think, well, Lord, this is because God gives us blessings and curses, right? And I used to say, Lord, I think that to me it was a curse. I said, because I feel like people come to me and expect me to always have the answer to their problems, and I don't always have the answer to people's problems. But I would sit up late into the midnight hour trying to figure out how I can help this person with their problem. I'm online, I'm doing research, and I'm praying about it, and I'm searching the scriptures trying to figure out how can I help this person fix their problem. And one day that voice came to me and said, Michelle, your job is not to be the fixer. That's not your job. Your job is to listen to my people and help guide them in the right direction. But your job is not to figure out their problems for them. If they were having relationship problems, I'm trying to figure out how we can fix this. But like I said, I had to hear that still small voice that said, no, that's not your job. And see, the problem is a lot of times when we are living outside of what we should be doing, that's when things can go wrong really quickly. Because I was stressing myself out trying to figure out other people's problems. And I said, Lord, this is a gift that you've given me, but it's also a curse because I'm stressing myself out. I'm supposed to be out and about with my other half, enjoying his company, and my mind is on what somebody told me, and I'm trying to figure out how I can help them fix that thing. So I'm not living in the moment. But now I don't do that. You come to me, we'll talk about whatever your issue is, and I'm going to help you figure it out. I'm not going to sit there and try to do it for you and to drive myself crazy. No, we're going to figure it out together. We're going to come up with a game plan. So, like I said, I am clear, crystal clear on what it is that I was sent here to do. But I want you guys to get clear on what it is that you were sent here to do. Because I promise you, you have an assignment. You just need to figure out what it is. So that's all I have, you guys, because I am actually on my way to get my mom because she has just an in and out eye procedure this morning. So I'm going to pick her up so that I can get her to her appointment and get her on back home so that I can log back in, because y'all know I'm not off. Today is my telework day. But I'm going to get her to her appointment, get on back so I can log back in. Because y'all, let me tell you something. I have a project that is due on Friday. And so I have got to get about the business of doing it. And so what I'm going to do when I get home is I'm going to print out everything I need to do. I have a weekly report that I do every Monday. Well, let me say this, because I'm at home on Mondays, I have a weekly report that I print off the numbers for. So I'm thankful that I can send stuff to the printer, and typically somebody will take the stuff that I print off, put it in an envelope, and slide underneath my office door because it's locked. And then I will get it on tomorrow. I take the numbers, plug it into my spreadsheet, and then turn that into my supervisor and move on with my day. Because like I said, I have a ton of things that I need to do, and this report has got to be done by Friday. So I will spend a couple hours in the morning getting my weekly report, finishing up, I should say, my weekly report, because I'll have everything I need. I just need to plug the numbers in. And then I will spend the rest of the day on my project and doing the same thing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get that project. It shouldn't take me that much time, but I'm going to see if I can get that done by Wednesday. So what it is, let me tell you real quick, and I'm gonna let you be. What it is I'm a part of the Every Community Initiative, and what that means is that we are looking at areas, communities, if you will, that have issues, but they don't call and report it to the Federal Trade Commission. So those areas are the Hispanic communities, they are the African American communities, and some of the other communities that do not report issues to us that we know are having issues. They just either they don't know to report it to us, or they feel like, well, why am I going to report? Don't you pull out here, snatch some sunglasses off. or they figured, why should I report it? Because what are they going to do about it, you know? So this is a huge project that could really go places, and I am so looking forward to. I was thankful that my director asked me to be a part of this project, and so I'm going to do the best that I can. And now that it involves research, and I love doing research on stuff. So I will have that done. Like I said, my goal is to have it done by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, but I'm shooting for Wednesday. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of today. Don't forget your assignment. Your assignment for today is to figure out what you were sent here to do. Because like I said, you have an assignment. I just need you to figure it out. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me and all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And y'all know the drill. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing at all, because I'm going to love you anyhow. You all have a great rest of the day. Oh, and by the way, y'all, I am loving this new hair color. Okay, loving it. But y'all have a great rest of the day, and we will talk again on Friday in my next car vlog. Until then, take care.